Stop me if you've heard this before.
Superman is super boring as a character. He's very much unrelatable.
Superman's just really overpowered.
Superman has a stupid costume.
Also though, like, Clark Kent is literally just Superman wearing glasses, so I feel like it's not that hard to make the connection.
Superman! Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
Superman, who can change the course of mighty rivers, bend steel in his bare hands, and who, disguised as Clark Kent, mild-mannered reporter for a great metropolitan newspaper, fights a never-ending battle for truth, justice, and the American way.
Those glasses! You say he's overpowered? I have an explanation. You say he's a boring person? I'll defend him. You say his costume looks stupid? I say you're wrong. I'm a Superman fanboy. I'm a DC shill. But the glasses. How is it that a single pair of glasses can disguise Superman as mild-mannered reporter Clark Kent? My entire life, I've never been able to think of an explanation that wasn't stupid. Until today.
So where do I begin? Well, first we should take a look at the myriad explanations given in the comics, right? These include everything from Superman never lets anyone take a photo of him up close so they won't really see his face, to Superman vibrates his face slightly so that it's hard to tell what he looks like, to Superman has Kryptonian hypnosis, which stops people from recognizing him when he's Clark Kent. So, yeah, prospects aren't great. My personal favorite is when Lex Luthor builds a machine to figure out who Superman is, and the machine tells him that Superman is Clark Kent, but Luthor refuses to believe it because no man with the power of Superman would ever pretend to be a mere human. Admittedly, some of these explanations could have some merit, but they're all either incomprehensive or silly. Lex Luthor's comments, though, do raise the question. Must Superman have a secret identity? I mean, he doesn't hide his face, and he's clearly not a regular person, so would anyone even assume that he has an alter ego living among common folk? Sure, it doesn't account for the fact that people who know Clark and Superman would probably notice the resemblance, but we can just say that if they're not looking for it, they won't see it, or something like that.
This is the explanation that tided me over for the longest. I knew it wasn't perfect, but it was all I had. And then, a few weeks ago, I watched Richard Donner's Superman the movie, starring Christopher Reeve as Superman, for the first time since I was in elementary school. And everything changed.
Sometimes there are small things, little things, done in comics that just don't work in live action no matter how big your special effects budget is. The underwear on the outside of the costume, or Batman's white eyes, for example. Hence why they've opted against these aspects of the character's costume in recent adaptations. But Superman's disguise as Clark Kent? It seems silly, it seems unbelievable. Every logical reason it could work is bad. Until you see Christopher Reeve, an actual human being, do this.
Well, let's push off, shall we?
I better get a coat. It might be kind
okay.
of cold up. No, I mean, I need a purse. I have to fix my hair and some blush on.
Lois, there's something I have to tell you. I'm really... I was, at first, really nervous about tonight. But then I decided, well, darn it, I was going to show you the time of your life.
That's Clark, nice.
I was thinking maybe we could go for a hamburger or whatever you wanted.
Wow. Just wow. All he changes are three things. His posture, his voice...
There's something I have to tell you. I'm really...
and the glasses. That's it. There's no face vibrating or super hypnosis, and yet there is no doubt in my mind that Lois Lane would never recognize Superman as Clark Kent. If you haven't seen Superman 1978, give yourself a treat and check it out. The special effects and some of the plot points, turning time backward by reversing the Earth's spin, are cheesy, and my elders assure me they were cheesy in 1978 too. But goddamn it, Christopher Reeve, Margot Kidder, Gene Hackman, and everyone else in this movie are so goddamn good that I promise you will be glad you watched it. The movie's slogan was, "You'll believe a man can fly." I didn't. But I did believe, for the first time in my life, that Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, and everyone else in Metropolis would never realize that Clark and Superman are the same person.